Hello guys, and viewer, Jimmy and Steve here. So we're here for another season of Club 100. Last season was kind of a bit of a test for us, a glorified test, in which a lot of bad things happened, mainly because of me. So this season we are prepared, kind of. New team, new class as well. If you guys don't know the karting structure here, or the races, basically split up into 3 different classes. You've got your Premier, you've got your Clubman and Intermediates. We were repping Intermediates last year and didn't even get a podium. So on that basis, JV thought, man, you guys are quick. We'll put you into Clubman. So we're racing in the middle class this year under a new team name.
Shadow Realm Racing.
That's right.
Yes, we're going to be hopefully not getting sent to the Shadow Realm ourselves, but dishing out a bit of Shadow Realm entries. But I'm looking forward to it. I think even though, maybe Clubman's might seem a bit daunting, I think your progress was really good last year. And obviously we have a whole year to get even better, so I think we can still have some success.
Yeah,
a couple of podiums, I think, possible, like outside shot.
I can't reach the floor. Look at this. This is the difference in me and Steve. Like, it's literal child here on the right, and Steve touching the floor. If you guys didn't catch it, the one where Caraman Steve wasn't here. Thank you, Caraman Steve. Very cool. We actually won our kind of test race earlier on in the year. Much bigger step forward. I think a big step for me as well. I reckon we can carry that into this race and we'll be looking alright.
So we're used to this track. I think this is probably the track you've done the most laps around. So this would be a good benchmark. We start the season here, we also end the season here. So it would be a good idea to sort of compare how we do today to the end of the season.
Now, before we get going, we have to say a thank you and a sorry. First of all, thank you very much to our sponsors. We have sponsors this year. I have no idea how we've got that sorted out. They're on screen right now, so thank you so much, guys, for helping us race this year. And a sorry, because we are the most disorganised pair in the world, and our suits aren't ready yet. So we're still repping the basic bitch suits. Hopefully next round we're going to have something pretty and something nice, which will make us look a lot faster than we are. That's the goal. So weather, it's February. It's winter, it's the UK, so we have the most grim weather known to man. Fortunately, for now, it's not raining, but it is super windy. So hopefully the wind will keep the rain away, using my weather knowledge. I think that's how it works. But yeah, dry is always better for us.
Okay, drivers, good morning! Morning! Welcome to round 1! Put your licences in the air!
By the way, guys, last season I think we did not a great job of letting you know what's happening during the race. This season we have some graphics, position, lap time, that sort of thing. I'll say lap count, maybe not lap time, not quite that advanced, to try and give you guys a bit more of an idea of what's going on. The truth is, when you're out there, you don't really know. You can't just drive around and hope for the best. But we have hopefully have the benefit of some post-race timing, so that should be better for you guys. Oh wow.
It's a big boy, isn't it?
Jack Goldsmith, sorry.
I'm feeling a little bit intimidated by it, man.
And Rob.
New season and lots of hopefully cool stuff coming up. I decided that it would be nice to treat myself to something that I've wanted my entire life. Now, I've already got a racing helmet. I know, the silver melon, as it came to be known. But I wanted to get something a bit more personal to me, something that not really set me apart, just something for me really. I've always wanted to be a racing driver my entire life, so now I'm doing karting, starting to make those steps into real life motorsport. Yeah, it's pretty special given that I kind of gave up on that whole thing back when I was about 25, 24. A lot of things changed in my life, so getting this has been like a bit of a marker saying you're doing well. So helmet reveal, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. It's I was in two minds about doing this because now I'm going to be a target because people know how I look, and also stewards are going to know who that idiot is, and it literally says my name on the side here, so they can go, oh look, it's that idiot doing stupid stuff. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff going on this year, and I think those little clips on the side there might be a little bit of an indicator of what that might be. But this is a special moment. Hopefully I do it proud.
It's freezing out there, there's no grip. But hopefully he doesn't find that out in a bad way.
Right, so live timing is currently down at the moment, so we don't know where Steve is. I guess a goal for us will be top 10. I'm more than sure Steve's capable of that. He's going to be starting the race as well, so good quality position, and hopefully he can drive away from there. We don't know where he is yet. We'll come back when we do, I guess. In the end, P6, Steve did go faster, but there were some super fast guys at the top. So starting quite near the front, third row, that's a good start for us. And we'll see how Steve feels about it.
Out of the slow corners, it wasn't amazing this part, but P6 wasn't bad. If you're near the front, that'll do.
Let us know. You ballast. I think that's a quick thing to do.
Well, because I think the ballast will be better for the driver. Okay,
so ballast, camera, pedals.
Yeah.
Cool? Okay.
Yeah. Then you sort of all go around the car in the same direction.
Let's clear the grid, please. Thank you.
So race start. Steve's going to be in for 40 minutes or so. One stop in that time, a mandatory fuel stop. Basically, we've got to time it right. That's the important thing. As long as we time it right, it should be good. Steve goes 2 seconds slower, the cart's go around a couple of times, steer it off, and then back down another 2 seconds faster. The track is changing so much. Steve, you still have a piece of lid out down there. Keep an eye on that. Medium, mate. Came from the lead, we'll check where we are in a second, but really good first stint. Track is so super slippy right now, a lot of people making mistakes, so the goal is to not make mistakes.
So, there's the leader. As you can see, lap times are much slower now. 57s and 56s, that's proper wet now. We're doing 46s in quali.
So I'm getting in about 10-15 minutes or so. Currently, P2 overall, about a couple of seconds off the overall leader. I'm not sure where we are in Clubman because we haven't got the timing up at the moment, but P2 overall will be at least P2 in Clubman. So that's the one we have to really worry about, is where we are in our class as opposed to overall. But my job when I get in is to try and lose as little time as possible.
Come back in, really difficult stint because constantly changing weather. You're going into corners not knowing if it's dry or wet. It was raining at some point, you can see the drizzle on your visor. And then some people in front would slide off and then you'd go in and be fine. It was chaotic, it really was a mess, but I think I got through it. I didn't spin out or anything, so I stayed towards the front. Got Jimmy a nice good gap. He's out there now, dry. At the moment it's dry, so Jimmy is in familiar territory. So hopefully you can just have some solid laps to bring it home.
So yeah, that was my goal, get out there and basically just lose as little time as possible. I was under no misconception that Steve had put me in a position where I would be losing time to the guys around me rather than gaining it. But if I could really minimise that time, then we'd be looking good for when Steve would get back in the car after my stint. Of course, part of that was getting past back markers as quickly as possible, and something that I've really come on with, I think, over the last couple of months is just confidence when overtaking, just sending it up the inside when I need to, getting the move done quickly and cleanly, and then getting on with it. Typically British mood where it just couldn't make up its mind. It was hazy 1 minute, dry the next minute, and basically the track went from being slippy to dry, lap by lap. It really made things quite interesting, if a little bit spooky. And that kind of hazy, slippery condition made it really difficult to overtake. I came across this guy in the white helmet and closed up on him pretty quickly. But when it came to overtake, I found it really difficult to get any grip on the inside. So every time I threw it up the inside, I'd go wide on exit and he'd come back through again. And in reality, I lost probably about a second or so just having this back and forth with this guy. When in the dry, I probably would have got it done straight away, but I guess that's just another experience thing. given the call to come in for my first fuel stop.
Really unfortunate failure. Sometimes it happens, the battery just fails, doesn't start. He's pressing the button, nothing. That cost us 20, 30 seconds. He was in the lead, he was actually still in the lead, so he's doing really well. But then, so, let's see where we get.
Whilst the failure was incredibly frustrating, we were still in the race and we were still in a pretty decent position, so I just got out, got my head down and just put in the lap to try and give the kart back to Steve in a good position. So that was frustrating. We were leading when I came into the pit stop. I made a battery go. It's that's racing, you know, but the thing we take away from it is that even after 20 minutes in the car, we were still leading overall. And I think my times were okay. I haven't checked them yet, but they seem like they're doing okay. Nice and consistent. A couple of little mistakes, a couple of issues with people crashing in front of me again, having to try and avoid it. Otherwise, a lot more confident. Ah, it's annoying, man, it's annoying. So after an awesome stint from Steve, we were back up to 3rd in class. So I didn't actually know that at the time. It's funny how much you don't know when you're driving. But my goal was the same as it had been for the rest of the race. Basically go out there and just be clean and consistent and as quick as I can possibly be. That was it, end of the race, and you guys can see where we finished, but I had no idea. I was still convinced we were 4th or 5th position, so when I went back to the pits I got a nice little surprise.
Yeah, you went out there with a nice gap, like 15 seconds to the guy behind, and then kind of stayed there. Brought it home, mate. And we probably would have been second without that battery.
Yeah. Mate, 3rd place, what's that about?
Moving on to our 3rd place team then, finishing 9th overall, 3rd in clubman class, team number 35, Shadow Realm Racing. That is our YouTubers. Well done, Jimmy. Looking forward to a good video, mate. Fantastic, well done. Another ripple of applause, please, for our top 3 clubmen.
So I'm not really sure how, but we've basically completed our season objective in round 1. We've got 3rd place, we've got on the podium at the end there. It could have gone better, I think, with the battery go. You said, reckon 2nd maybe?
I think we could have finished 2nd.
Yeah.
We lost about 20 seconds, I think, because of that failure, but you know,
Racing,
that just happens, and hopefully we have our bad luck in this round and it doesn't happen later in the season. But a podium and a top 10,
yeah, top 10
and
overall.
we beat all the inters. It was amazing. I think no mistakes, just looked solid out there.
That was the thing. I was thinking that my goal for this and all of it is just to get round without like spinning or making a silly mistake or getting caught up in someone else's crash. otherwise, yeah, pretty stoked. You probably saw my reaction when we came in. Didn't expect it at all. So next round is clay pigeon in April. So we've got a little bit of a gap now. I can go do some training, get nice and strong, you know. And really, we're going to try and carry some momentum. Really, currently sitting third in the championship. So that's something. That's all right, isn't it? And hopefully we can go from there. Also, before I go, thank you so much to the sponsors. You guys help us go racing, so thank you so much. And if you want to help out at home by getting some terribly shill merch, check out our Shadow Realm t-shirts available on both mine and Steve's Teespring store. Anyway, thank you guys. Thank you so much, Steve.
Cheers, Jimmy.
It's a pleasure, as always, my friend. And we'll see you at Clay Pigeon.